Is Toshi, the meme coin, looking like it's going to be surging or plunging soon? I'm going to be taking a look and telling you guys why I think it's very likely to actually be surging soon. Okay. So I'll tell you guys based on what I'm seeing here on the charts and why I think it could be more likely to surge soon. One of which would be because Bitcoin looks like it's actually bouncing back, right? And why is Bitcoin important? It's because it is still the driver of this market, whether you like it or not. If it actually gets out of this price range here at about that 117K level, it's looking very likely that Bitcoin could be heading much higher. And that's going to be good for the altcoins because if Bitcoin has more room to run, so will the altcoins. I am long on Bitcoin and quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinion is bullish in this market. But of course, these are just my opinions and not financial advice. What I'm looking at for Toshi here on this weekly time frame, I've been talking about this. The next resistance for Toshi to get over is going to be about that zero point 0.1 cents level because that was the previous rejection here, as you guys can see, back in May, right? May 12th, the week of May 12th, got a rejection there. So, but right now, since that rejection and bouncing back at about that 0.000385 level, as you guys can see, it has been making a rounded bottom here. So through rounded bottoms, it usually could form a cup and handle pattern. Not formed yet, but that is my guess right now. Okay, because it still has rounded bottom. Now, if we actually zoom in a little bit into the daily time frame, see what's happened with Toshi since. Okay, so I talked about this falling wedge pattern for quite some time. It broke out right back in July, and the price target for this pattern would be about 0.00007 about 79. Okay, it hasn't quite reached there yet, so I think this price target is still very much valid, and the price action, this breakout here, is still very much valid. Because it is still above that upper trend line, of course. And since it has hit about very close to that price target, it did get a rejection, but it has formed another falling wedge pattern. The most common pattern I think you guys will see if you guys start charting these candles. Also, a very simple and effective pattern because it tells you after an extensive downtrend on that time frame, it's usually going to break out to the upside. Of course, there's downside risk as well. I've seen falling wedges break down, right? So just got to consider that. Now, Toshi actually broke out of the smaller falling wedge pattern. Okay, that's probably more validated on a little higher time frame, probably the 6 hour time frame. Um, Not too long ago. Okay, it broke out of here, and the price target for this pattern would be about for this breakout here would be about 0.00078. Now, price targets are estimates only. Very much depends on how the market is. The bigger markets, which very much depends on how Bitcoin is. If Bitcoin starts dumping, especially below that 110K level, very bad for the altcoins. Um, I did do a more detailed video on Bitcoin today on my longer video. Make sure to check that out. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. Now, it did break out of this falling wedge pattern here. Let's see if Toshi can work its way towards its price targets. If it does reach its price targets and if it consolidates at those price levels, I would chart the consolidation pattern and see if I can get any more clues on if the price action will continue higher or pull back from there. If you guys want to continue seeing more of Toshi, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, or let me know if you guys want to see any other coins in the markets. I'll see you on the next one.